It's the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. You look at the Grizzlies.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Well, it's just as much motivation.
Wow, hammering it in!
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter. The position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Going inside. To the right wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Hayes throws it down.
How about the inventiveness of Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Pass to Melton. From outside the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
And that one's good, Williamson.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor. And that's a quality all great scorers have.
Melton's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Zion Williamson's ability to make those big plays that turn momentum in games is a concern. Coach said Zion's teammates and fans get so fired up, you can literally feel the energy shift. We have to be ready to beat back those surges. That's going to be hard, Kevin. Zion keeps coming, and that keeps his fans in the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Memphis leading by 7. Morant outside. Pass to Oladipo. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of three-point bombs.
Spins. Here's Grant. Converts after the nice spin. Grant's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. The 76ers making a switch here. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. So Oladipo will bring it up for Memphis. A 12-point game. Morant looking around. Jackson down low. It's hauled in by Harris. And the 76ers with possession. Here's Leonard. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Grant gets a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control in this game.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Pass to Melton. The three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Melton's got his third basket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
So both teams making some changes here. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Brooks buries it from three-point range.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Astenaji down low. Now Hachimura with the fadeaway. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain.
And so it's Memphis sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Unwilling to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
And the Grizzlies leading by 18. It's Brooks on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Philadelphia. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes. Maxi's got his first bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's stolen by Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Williamson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
At 270, Zion is built to take punishment, and he's built to dish it out.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
And it's Brooks in the corner. On the wing, Brooks. A three ball. Memphis the rebound. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies with some changes. And here's Morant. Pass to Melton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Melton's got 12 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
That one falls.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside for Jackson. Shoots. Melton, no good.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Jackson in the corner. Oladipo outside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Memphis shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And so he hits the technical free throw. The three from Morant. Trains the three-pointer. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot. And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young jock.
Checking in for the 76ers, Austin Rivers.
.116 left here in the second.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Left side, Leonard. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
The 76ers trail by 21. To the paint. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
And finished off by Morant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up. Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with this guy. It's fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oop.
Jackson in the corner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Jackson's got 5.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Howard. Grizzlies with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Incomplete. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Williamson left side. To the left side wing. Hayes. And it's off from three-point range.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Leonard. Kept alive. Another shot. It's deflected.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
And the shot goes in.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Hachimura. The three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And it's Williamson missing.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Over to the left wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
No good on the shot. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, I tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Out to Morris. Launches a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williamson right side. Inside. Pass to Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
It's rebounded by Hayes. And the 76ers with possession. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, he's all about the high percentage shots. I mean, Hachimura wants to finish right at the rim every chance he gets.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Takes it inside.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end.
Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Najee, no good. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble,
shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Brooks with it. Out to Morris. Hachimura the screen. Fires for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Back to Green. Lets it go with a three. They get it back. Here's Payne. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies able to put on a show for the... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here's Memphis. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Morris with the bucket.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Pass to Rivers. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. Yep. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you are involved in more facets of the game.
Here's Payne. No good on the three. And Morris has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Hachimura, no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Payne can't hit. Here he goes. It's tipped. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Payne's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, they'll take that. But they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
And it goes down 2 points.
And he's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Pass to Valentine. Gasol trying to free himself up. Valentine's shot, good.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
And he drives in, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Rejected by Payne. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Oladipo, here we go. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Paul Gasol.
And that's what happens when you play in attack mode. Oladipo doesn't take no for an answer.
Back to Rivers. To the inside. Goes back up. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
It's stolen by Green. And now the 76ers on the break. Basket counts.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the shot goes down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
A nice shot by Gasol. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he knocks down the first one.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity makes for some tough matchups.
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
You ain't put the work in, and what make you say you deserve it? You keep